officers, crew, and personnel of the GTD Temeraire. We have established our presence in the N362 system, and surrounding space appears to be clear of hostiles. Our navigation computer has compensated for the gravitational influence from the neutron star. The crew of the GTC Duke has been transferred to the GTL Solace, and a temporary replacement crew for the cruiser has been assigned. Upon questioning of Captain Iwakura and Commander Tell, we have ascertained that there is a significant discrepancy between GTVA historical records and theirs. Our records show that the Lucifer was successfully destroyed in transit between Delta Serpentis and Sol, resulting in the collapse of the node. According to Iwakura and Tell, the mission to destroy the Lucifer failed, which resulted in the destruction of Earth and the annihilation of every colony in Sol. The GTA was unable to organize another assault against the Lucifer, and was subsequently overwhelmed by the Shivan Armada. Captain Iwakura claimed to be from the Terran sleeper ship Sanctuary. The Sanctuary is a modified Orion-class destroyer that was under construction during the Great War. Upon losing contact with Earth in the First Fleet, the GTA began devising an operation to evacuate as many people as possible from contested systems. The Sanctuary was modified to support passengers in hibernation. However, her systems were mostly incomplete and vulnerable to Shivan attack. The remnants of GTA forces attempted a final incursion against Shivan forces, as the Sanctuary made her way from Delta Serpentis to N362, where interference from the neutron star would conceal her from Shivan scouts. The distraction succeeded, and the Sanctuary was able to pass through undetected. She has remained in the system to this day, waiting for the Shivans to leave. As far as her crew is aware, they are the only Terrans left alive in the entire galaxy. With such a discrepancy between our respective historical records, it can only be concluded that we have somehow reached an alternate universe to our own. If this is the case, then we are the first Terrans in history to have achieved interdimensional travel. While speculation on the phenomenon of alternate dimensions exists, actual travel between universes has remained unproven and unrecorded. The most likely time point of entry to this universe would be during our transit from Delta Serpentis to Sol. Engineering reported fluctuations in both the Orestes and the Temeraire's meson reactors when entering the portal. But as power integrity was not affected, it was deemed an isolated anomaly. Further studies will have to be undertaken to determine the nature of these fluctuations and how they relate to our current situation. We are also working on a solution regarding the return to our home universe. Contact with the Orestes is intermittent and sparse. Although we have dropped communication buoys throughout Ross 128 and Laramis, the vast distances require significant transit times for our transmissions. We have informed the Orestes of our findings, but it will take some time before we receive an answer. In the meantime, we are establishing a rendezvous with the sleeper ship Sanctuary. Captain Iwakura has informed us that the Sanctuary is based in the nebula surrounding the neutron star N362. The volatility of the nebula makes for an ideal hiding environment, but due to extreme gravitational forces, it is a forbidding and perilous place to navigate. Rear Admiral Carey, GTD Temeraire.
Is that it? I guess so. Yeah. So, confirmed, we're probably in another universe. There, again, like, if I have to be nitpicky, the one thing about this campaign is every once in a while the writing is a little weird, like rendezvous. Like, normally it's just one word, rendezvous. You could put a hyphen between rendezvous or between rendez and vous, but two hyphens there is a little weird. I never really seen that. And that one line from Bay, "Fight for your life, pilots," is just like, I'm not a real fighter pilot. I feel like someone who's got any sort of like battlefield discipline or experience in battle, which, as you'll learn, Bay does have, you'd think a leader would keep their calm or cool, or they would say something else that doesn't really inspire confidence. And maybe perhaps that's part of his character. I don't know. It's just,
Welcome to
Oh, this is a fun one.
Although Although this space is usually reserved for squadron leaders, the importance of this mission necessitates that I brief you directly for your next sortie. Captain Iwakura has specifically requested you to join her in the N362 Nebula, so I've assigned you leadership over Alpha Wing in this mission.
Oh, okay.
You and your wing are to follow Captain Iwakura into the nebula as part of an expeditionary force. We cannot risk sending any of our capital ships in due to the intense gravitational forces within the nebula. The shielding of your fighters should be sufficient to protect your hull from the gravitational pull for a short while.
Comforting, ma'am.
Captain Iwakura will have situational command of this sortie. Keep within visual range of Captain Iwakura's fighter, and maintain your shield integrity at all times. Flight deck has prepared a wing of Aurora fighters. The sensor module on the fighter will give you extended sensor capabilities within the nebula, giving you an advantage should there be any hostile contact.
Yes!
Choose wingmen that you trust, Commander. Your wing is going to be first contact to the Sanctuary, and I expect each one of you to act appropriately as ambassadors of the GTVA.
Guess who they are? We got no choice. We need the sensor package of the Aurora for this mission. That's fine. Baylor and the Prometheus S are fine. The Tornado, well, I really would prefer to use the Harpoons. Now, this is basically one big playable cutscene. If memory serves, their Master Arm's safe. Like, look at that.
We're in Temeraire control. The area is highly ionized. Severe gravitational eddies exist in all directions.
Well, I'm glad we managed to all jump into the same place.
There's a lot of playable cutscenes like this in this game.
How anyone could stay in a place like this is beyond my understanding.
This has been the home of our people for 50 years, Alpha Wing. We have been given little choice.
How long have you been serving the Sanctuary, Captain?
All my life, Alpha One. Commander Tell and I are both children of Great War veterans. We are two of the very few qualified pilots on board the Sanctuary.
How many pilots? 2, 3 squadrons?
We have not your squadrons of fighters, Ensign. You've been out here without logistical support for the past 5 decades.
Oh, that's his
We had
voice.
to cannibalize every fighter we had for parts and repairs. Our Apollos and Vogues were used up all within the first 2 years. Now we have a hodgepodge of fine fighters who no longer resemble their original selves.
You guys saw that, right?
Alpha Wing, did you see that? Unknown contact passed by about 20 meters from my position.
Negative, Commander. I didn't see anything.
Me neither.
Oh, Taylor, thanks for having my back. I love you too.
The nebula is full of phantom ships, Alpha One. Some on the Sanctuary have gone mad from the visions. They are the ones we put back into cryogenic sleep until the nightmares subside.
Phantom ships.
I have never seen them myself. Some people claim that they are a result of psychosis. We've had psychologists study the effects of the nebula on the human brain ever since we came here.
Bunch of rumors and hallucinations. We've been scouting the nebula for years and have come across naught but Shevens.
Plot convenience. Plot convenience is Ariana's voice. Ariana Grande? No. Ariana is... What are you and Mother doing here in the nebula? I'm hearing that. I've gone crazy. I have gone crazy. I've gone insane. I'm hearing my presumably dead mother and presumably dead girlfriend or fiance or wife or sister? Who knows? I mean, I know exactly who she is, but in terms of the narrative, you don't. Losing distance with Arakara, so I need to...
We are coming up to our rendezvous position. ETA around 1 minute.
Listen, I don't think I can last another minute out here. I'm gonna go crazy. These things, I'm seeing ships. naught but Shivans. And very...
Picking up energy signatures up ahead. Captain, the Sanctuary is hailing us.
Oh, I love that voice.
This is the Sanctuary. To all fighters.
That's creepy.
Recall. We're under attack by a Shivan force. Multiple fighter and bomber wings.
Sanctuary, this is Captain Iwakura. We have reached your position, scrambling to help. All wings, protect the Sanctuary.
Captain, it's good fortune that you have arrived as you did. We're not going to last long against these bombers.
Yes, sir.
Where are... Oh, Nahimas. Excellent. Dual fire mode, please. Probably should be running the Prometheus. And why am I... Oh, man, this thing's so slow compared to Pegasus. Oh, wow. Like, look at that. Look, like... Man, the Sanctuary... the Sanctuary is so cool, but it is made of paper mache. Very thin paper mache. So we got like 5... Yeah, we got 5 fighters now. 8 on 16. So we all need to kill 2 in order to not fail this mission. And this thing went from being, you know, in decent shape to, oh god, it's falling apart by the time I got here. Oops. I'm looking for a bomber. Just an Orion, you say? It is not just an Orion, it's an Orion with symmetry, and it's beautiful. Oh, that's why I like it. This is why I like the Aurora. I remember now. It's got the same or similar gun placement to the Valkyrie, like right there. Something that they didn't have in Freespace 2 for whatever reason. And you know, I swapped the harpoons to lock onto things quicker, and these Nahimas are outrunning me.
Not bad, sir. You're shameful.
That's why I'm the wing leader, man. Alright, there is no more bombers. Single fire mode only. Shit, those are bombs from bombers. 47%, God. Alright, 1 down, 1 to go. Oh, you're not gonna last. The Sanctuary sleeper ship. It's...
The immediate area reads clear. All pilots proceed to dock with Captain Iwakura. Are those Terran fighters?
Affirmative. Sanctuary control. We have finally made contact with a Terran presence outside our own. This is Commander Bay of the GTVA 14th Battlegroup.
Greetings, Sanctuary. I come on behalf of the GTVA to establish contact with your forces for our mutual benefit and safety. I ask permission to come aboard and meet with your commanding officer.
Permission granted, Commander. Proceed to dock with the fighter bay and quickly. More Shivan forces are imminent.
Yeah, we're gonna have to leave, aren't we? Alright. So there is... The only difference I will have done is I would have perhaps...
We are honored by your presence, pilots of the GTVA. Welcome to the Sanctuary, the last refuge of our people, and our final hope for survival. We have already heard from Captain Iwakura about your origins and your ships. While the circumstances of our meeting are certainly strange, it is no less welcome for that. We will establish communications with your command ship and initiate preparations for evacuating the nebula. It will not be long before the Shivans arrive in greater force, and we need to be away from the system before this happens. Thanks to your presence, our spark of hope has grown.
The only thing I would change with the Sanctuary is I would have put like some magical fighter bays on each side of an Orion, just so I could be more competitive with Hellespot and Lucifer, I guess.